Good morning, students. As we were discussing organic chemistry for class 11th and haloalkanes and haloarenes for class 12th, I was trying to give a recapitulation of class 11's basic to the students of class 12th so that they can pick up haloalkanes and haloarenes as easily as possible. In the same context, today I will tell you a trick to convert organic compounds containing functional groups from one functional group to the other. Okay, so this is a very tricky skill, so which you have to practice. Once you practice this, then you will have a complete grip in the organic chemistry. You will not forget reactions at all. Okay, we will start with a very simple molecule, very simple molecule, and I will make the route maps to convert it into any other organic compound, okay, which is there in your syllabus. Now what do you have in your syllabus? You have, of course, hydrocarbons. You have to start with hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons cannot be forgotten because this is the base of organic chemistry, isn't it? Okay, I have to make a little more bigger letters. Then haloalkanes, then you have haloarenes, then you have alcohols, then you have ether, then you have phenols, then you have aldehydes, ketones, carboxylic acids, esters, amines, amides, and their isomers. That means their positional isomers. If I talk about haloalkane, then you can be asked to convert one compound to say primary alkane, secondary alkane, primary alkyl halide, secondary alkyl halide, tertiary alkyl halide. So the position of the carbon atom, the position of the functional group in the carbon atom has to be changed. So we will see all those tricks and techniques by interplaying with all these functional groups. Okay, so this will be an interplay of organic reactions. The simplest hydrocarbon possible is methane. Now, if I treat this with PCl5 plus heat, then controlled chlorination will be there. It will not form carbon tetrachloride. Controlled chlorination will be there. It will form CH3Cl. Now, if I treat this with 2 sodium atoms, then it will undergo Wood reaction. Wood reaction, and this ethyl group will join. It will form ethane. So what we have done? We have increased the carbon atom. Okay, we have increased the carbon atom. So this kind of process is called as ascent of series. Ascent of series. You can increase carbon atom by this method. There are other methods of increasing carbon atom also. Like you can treat this molecule. You can treat this molecule with KCN. KCl will come out and it will form CH3CN. Now, if you make it undergo reduction by giving hydrogen in presence of nickel, then it will form any CH3. This will take 2 hydrogen, CH2 and NH2. But if you make it undergo hydrolysis, in presence of acidified water, then this will become CH3 COOH, acetic acid. Now, if you treat this with sodium hydroxide plus calcium hydroxide, and if you heat it, then what will happen? Heat it. Then decarboxylation reaction will take place. This reaction is called as decarboxylation. And here what is happening? Here 2 carbon system is becoming 1 carbon system. This kind of reaction is called as descent of series. Descent of series. Also, we have seen how to increase the number of carbon atoms and how to decrease the carbon atoms. Now, how to convert one functional group to the other? This one, this molecule, if you treat this with aqueous KOH, we know that it will undergo SN2 reaction because it is non-bulky alkyl halide and will form CH3OH, methanol. Now, to convert alkane to any other functional group, the first thing which we should do is to convert that into alkyl halide so that we can get polar carbon halide bond. So we can treat this with PCl5 and heat. Controlled chlorination will be there and it will form CH3, CH2, Cl. By Wood reaction, you can convert this into butane also. If you do Wood reaction, now you know what is Wood reaction. If you give sodium in dry ether, then Wood reaction will take place. It is WURTZ, Wood reaction will take place, and whatever number of carbon atoms are there, double of that will be formed. CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. Okay? Now, if you treat this with alcoholic KOH then it will undergo elimination reaction. One chlorine will come out from one carbon, one hydrogen will come out from one carbon. So it will form KCl plus H2O minus KCl, and H2O will come out and it will form alkene CH2, double bond CH2. Now, if you treat this with aqueous KOH, then it will form CH3, CH2, OH. That means due to the solvent's effect, here solvent is alcoholic, here solvent is aqueous, competition between elimination reaction and SN2 reaction takes place. This is elimination reaction. And this is SN2 reaction. Now, if you oxidize this molecule, by giving KMnO4, you know that KMnO4 is an oxidizing agent in presence of base, or potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7 in presence of H plus. It will form CH3, C double bond OH. It will be called as ethanol. It is ethanol. Now, if ethanol is made to undergo oxidation by giving KMnO4 and NaOH in basic medium, it is oxidation reaction. Then it will form CH3 COOH. Parallelly, if you give HBr to this or Br2 to this, Br2 in CCl4 is called as bromine water. It is red in color. It undergoes bromination to form CH2, one Br this side, another Br this side. It becomes colorless. Again, if you treat this with alcoholic KOH, then elimination reaction takes place 2 times. So 2 times HBr comes out, and as a result, CH triple bond CH, ethyne is formed. I will require some space upward here, so I will erase this introductory part which I had written. This alcohol can also get reduced to aldehyde. Backward reaction can take place if you give the reducing agent. So some reducing agents are lithium, aluminum hydride. Lithium aluminum hydride is a reducing agent. So acid can become aldehyde by lithium aluminum hydride. Similarly, by using lithium aluminum hydride, we can also convert aldehyde to alcohol. It will be reduction. This was oxidation, and these processes are reduction, which can be done by lithium aluminum hydride. Next, If you treat this with any halide in presence of red phosphorus, then Hell-Vollard-Jelinski reaction will take place and it will form CH2XCOOH. Also, this with CH2OH or C2H5OH alcohol in presence of H plus will form ester CH3COOC2H5. It is called as esterification reaction. Reverse of this is also possible. We can also do ester hydrolysis. We can also do ester hydrolysis. You can make it a little more clear. If you treat this with C2H5OH and acid, it will form CH3COOC2H5. This process is called as esterification. Esterification. Whereas the reverse of this will be ester hydrolysis. Okay, so this is esterification. And this is ester hydrolysis, in which again alcohol will come out. Ester hydrolysis. Also, after you do the ester hydrolysis, when you get the ester back, when you get acid back and the alcohol back, this can be converted into amide by giving ammonia to this NH3. It will form CH3CONH2. This amide can be converted into amines by Hofmann degradation. By Hofmann degradation. Hofmann degradation is done by using bromine and sodium hydroxide. Actually, it forms sodium hypobromide and then the reaction goes on. But we can write like this also. It will form CH3NH2. One carbon will be lesser because this degradation. It is degradation. Now, these can be converted into benzene. If you pass it with red hot tube, if you pass it with red hot tube, then you will get benzene. How? One CH, another CH, another CH. This bond will go here, this bond will come in between, and this bond will come here. This type of reaction is called as aromatization. Or cyclization. So it will form carbon, 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 one double bond here, one double bond here, one double bond here, and one H was there with all. This can be written as benzene. So this was the story from methane to benzene. You can convert any molecule from methane to even alkyl halide. Now I will start a second part of the story from the benzene. From the benzene, I will start the conversion. You know now how to convert straight chain compound to a cyclic compound. Now you know this. Now you can convert any straight chain to benzene-like compound by this method. After this transition or after this work, I will start from benzene and I will start converting it to other compounds. Okay. Now if I make the chart from here, this chart will become too complicated. Okay. So practice this 5 to 6 times. Some students, if they use colored sketch pen, colored pencil and white paper, they may be able to remember it after 2 or 3 times. Some will require 5 or 6 times. Depending upon your memory power, you have to practice it so that these root maps are clear to you. So these all are aliphatic conversions. So far we have seen aliphatic means straight chain related conversions. Aliphatic conversions. Now again next class I will start with benzene and I will do all the aromatic conversions. Okay. Before that learn it by heart. Okay. Practice it. If you solve some questions along with that, then your remembering of this will become even more easier.